This is Adam Britton, a distinguished senior research associate at Charles Darwin University in Darwin, Australia. Dr. Britton is a highly respected zoologist with expertise in crocodile research. He has collaborated with renowned filmmaker Richard Attenborough on projects for both the BBC and National Geographic. Here is Adam Britton sharing his insights and advice with young people on how to chase their dreams, particularly in challenging fields such as zoology.
Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Adam Britton. I'm a zoologist, and that means that I study animals. I study the interactions between animals and their environment, and also the interactions with people, which is very important. I live in Darwin, which is in northern Australia, and I have got 5 crocodiles and 2 dogs and my wife who run a business with me. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What advice would you have for maybe some people graduating from high school on how to get to this sort of place that you're at? How did it become so amazing and interesting for you?
My advice is not to listen to people who tell you that you can't do something. Because that's what happened to me when I was a kid. I said, well, first of all, I wanted to be a vet, and then I wanted to work on crocodiles. And I wasn't quite sure how to get to be a crocodile person. And I later found out that a vet was probably not the best way to do it. That I wanted to be a zoologist. But
in this clip, Adam Britton presents himself as a seemingly normal and thoughtful expert. However, beneath that facade lies a deeply disturbing individual. Britton, a prominent zoologist known for his work on BBC and National Geographic programs, has pleaded guilty to 56 charges related to bestiality and animal cruelty. He has also confessed to 4 counts of accessing child abuse material. For years, his abuse went unnoticed until a critical clue emerged from one of his videos. Britton was arrested in April 2022 following a police search of his rural property in Darwin, where they also discovered child abuse material on his laptop. Court details of Britton's crimes are too graphic to publish, leading Chief Justice Michael Grant to caution that they could induce nervous shock in the courtroom. As the evidence was presented, some attendees fled the room, while others in the gallery wept and directed insults toward Britton, who at times hung his head and grasped for tissues. Despite taking extensive measures to conceal his identity and location in his videos, this particular clip inadvertently revealed a bright orange city of Darwin dog leash in the background. Within weeks, police descended on his property in April 2022, leading to Britton's arrest, after which he has remained in custody. Adam Britton's wife, Erin, reportedly had no knowledge of his horrific actions, torturing, raping, and killing over 40 dogs over several decades. They've been married since 1997, which makes this claim difficult to believe. Since then, Erin has receded from public view, and authorities in Australia have stated that she is not under investigation. Nonetheless, I find it hard to accept that she was completely oblivious to her husband's activities. It's hard to fathom that for a quarter of a century, she had no inkling that her husband was engaging in such sadistic behavior, especially considering that he was torturing dogs in a shipping container on their property. The idea that Erin Britton remained unaware while sharing meals and a bed with someone capable of such cruelty for 25 years is truly troubling. This illustrates how difficult it is to truly understand a person. This individual doesn't seem like someone capable of raping, torturing, and killing innocent dogs. The complexities of the human mind are challenging to comprehend. It's likely that he was a sadistic child who unleashed his anger on animals, and it took over 50 years to finally unmask his sickness. In my view, individuals like Adam Britton have no place in society. Dogs share a profound bond with humans, and anyone who has owned a dog knows they remain loyal through thick and thin. The tales of courageous dogs staying by their owners' sides in times of danger and distress are well known. However, the acts of abusing and torturing these trusting animals are simply horrific. His actions are comparable to the heinous crimes of violating and harming defenseless infants, who depend on the adults around them for safety. To the dogs, he was likely seen as their master and protector, unaware that they were in the presence of someone so deeply disturbed. Please comment below and thank you for watching.
This sick piece of crap right here, well, You see this sick piece of crap right here? Well, he's a zoologist that really enjoyed graping his animals. Gather yourself and get prepared because this one is really bad. This is Adam Britton, a very well-known crocodile expert at Darwin University. You ever heard of a serial animal abuser? Well, that's Adam. Someone who was literally being paid to take care of these animals, and research on them was literally calling them FUCK toys. Like, I kid you not, this trial yesterday was so bad that the judge let people step outside because they could not continue to hear the details. This literal trash can scum bucket of a human pled guilty yesterday to over 60 charges, including the torture, RAPE, and killing of at least 39 dogs. Y'all, he literally had a nightmarish torture room where he would take these poor animals and do these acts. So he worked with his wife and his business partner at Darwin University, so I literally have no idea how he was doing all this freaking crap. He would engage on Telegram with people who shared the same interest as him, and they would talk about their kill count. These are literally
Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And this story just came out about this monster, okay, to say the least. Let's grab a scripture, though. It says, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right. So there is not a more profane person on the face of the earth than Esau Edom, okay, which happens to be the so-called white race. All right. And this guy is, definitely, fits the description. Okay. His spirit bears witness. All right. And this is something that, we all know happens in that community. Okay. It's been talked about, like it was a woman that got caught for doing it, with, her dogs, and then they let her out, and then she did it again, and they locked her up again. And there's actual laws about this, all right, in the Bible, because the Bible is a book of life. It teaches us how to conduct ourselves and live, on this planet. And it actually, there's laws prohibiting us from doing this type of stuff, okay? But you see Esau, who is a madman. Let me grab this. I'm going to play some more of this video. I saw other videos, and Salakia for her accent, but this one, was just the one I ended up using. Let's grab this right here real quick. Salakia. Because these people are just completely gone. All right. Let's go right here. It says, Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I am, than I have me in derision. That's Esau. They came out of us pretty much, right? But they have us in derision now. They think that they're better than us. They think that we're the subhumans and whatnot, right? It says, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So Job is saying he didn't trust these people around his dogs, the dogs of his flock. They wanted to be trusted around animals. All right, why? Because they do weird stuff, like you hear him in this video. And I believe this guy was in Australia, over 30-something counts. I heard, it was a ridiculous number of dogs that he raped. These people are sick, man. Okay, these people are sick, and this is why the Lord is coming to set this place back in order. And all those dogs that was raped, they got to get put down too, because they have been defiled. Jumping down. It says, Job 30, verse 8, they were children of fools. And look at this guy. Does he not look like a fool? Yeah, children of base men, the bottom of the barrel. They were viler than the earth. And now am I their song? Yeah, I am their byword. Because in this society, they think they are better than us. Okay? They think that they are better than us. But these people are the ones that do sick things. Okay? As you hearing about in this video. Let's play some more.
Heard straight from this friggin' weirdo's Telegram. I had repressed it, and now within the few years I had let it out again, and now I can't stop. I don't want to. So he presented himself on his social media accounts as this animal.
So he was on Telegram with a bunch of other weirdos. So this to show you, there's a whole community like this, man. These people are really into sick stuff. All right, and the Lord got to come back and set things back in order, and he that's what he's about to do. He's about to come back and set things back in order, because right now things are out of order. But for a grown ass man to find sexual attraction to a animal is sick, okay? Or even a woman, that's sick, man. That's off. That's not right. You got something. Your damn wire's not connecting right up there, man. So really, we don't go into the law about what was supposed to happen to this individual, which they say he got 10 years, which that ain't shit. That ain't shit. He gonna get out and do the same shit all over again.
Lover, all while he was also raping his own dogs back at home. Him and his wife had a company together where they sold crocodile footage to television shows and stuff. They had done interviews with ABC. Like, this guy was really well known in the crocodile community. Apparently he would use this website called Gumtree where they sell products and stuff, and he was buying dogs off of there. And at one point he literally told the people that he was buying the dog from that the dog was going to be in good care and stuff, and then he sent them a picture a few hours after having it or whatever, and this was apparently after he had done messed with the dog. Like, this is absolutely horrifying. How are you going to call animals F toys? Like, but y'all, that's not the...
That's sick, man. But that's Esau. All right, that's Esau. That's how he get down. That's who he is. It says Exodus chapter 22 verse 19. It says, whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. So according to the Bible and our law, this man's supposed to get put to death. Okay, you don't just, you can't just be lying with animals and bragging about it, and just walk away scot-free and into the moonlight. No, you gotta go down, man. All right, I'm trying to be careful with my words. All right, fair use. All right, I'm not promoting any violence or anything like that, but we're just touching on this topic of what is coming out about this individual. Let's play some more.
And not only did he fantasize about animals and do stuff to them, he had this fantasy of child porn. They literally recovered over 15 files of childs in horrendous acts from his computer. So this pile of dog shit was walking around, flashing his zoologist badge to everyone, making people think that he was this animal lover, and when deep down he was a freaking monster. He pled guilty to 37 counts of animal cruelty involving death or harm of the animal, 10 counts of graping or attempting to grape a dog, 4 counts of possessing and transmitting child abuse material.
Now, if you look at this guy, you was to see him, especially your average person on this side, they will look at him and think, oh, that's a decent individual. That's a nice guy. He's a cool fella. And they look at your average Jake, oh, that's a criminal, a thug, an animal. You see? But this right here just shows you how twisted this world is, because the ones who you least expect be the ones that be the sickest, man. You might pass by this guy in traffic or in the grocery store, and you think, oh, that's just a harmless white guy. But deep down, these guys be the ones that be doing all the sick and twisted shit, man. All right, I had just watched that movie, The Sound of Freedom. All right, and they showed you in that movie too. You had a bunch of people that was doing a bunch of gruesome shit that you wouldn't even expect. You look at these individuals, they're actors, but you look at these individuals and you wouldn't expect these guys to be doing what they was doing, and that's how it always says, man. But the Lord got to come back and set things back in order, and he's about to. Let's go right here. Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22. It says, thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind it is abomination. That's going into Ben Amo, which this world promotes that too. And there's a saying, once you allow a little wickedness, before you know it, you got a fucking flood of wickedness coming in. And when this whole same-sex thing came about, now they're talking about you gotta legalize it for pedos. You gotta allow bestiality. Certain states is legal. All right, so the Lord got to come back and destroy this place. Everybody's talking about their feelings and how to and love is love and all this other crazy shit, man. The law is the law. Okay, you cannot break the law of the Most High God, and if you do, there's consequences for that. It says, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. So, man, you ain't supposed to be lying down with no beast. All right, people be laying in the bed with their dogs and showering with their dogs. That's off too, man. Okay, that's an animal, that's a beast. But then you got people that go as far as having intercourse with these animals. Okay, it says, and I always bring up the story I was dealing with this woman, and I was at her house, and she had like some neighbors. It was some Edomite girls, young Edomite girls, college students or whatever, and they had these big ass dogs. You see Edomite girl with them big ass dogs, you got to question something, right? They had these big ass dogs, and I'm looking out the window and I'm watching them. They like walking the dogs. I'm watching them, and my spirit told me, bro. I kid you not, my spirit told me she be doing stuff with them dogs, man. She be doing stuff with them dogs. And then the girl I was, with, she was like, no, oh my God, don't say that. No, she doesn't. Wow, no, don't say that. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Man, the next time I saw her, she told me how they hung out and they was playing, drinking games or whatever. And the girl, I guess it was like truth or dare or whatever. And the girl, did the truth thing. She found a chance to tell the truth because she had it on her chest. She had to confess. She said that she be letting the dog lick on her, okay, in her private parts, man. Okay, so she done stuff with them damn dogs. So when the spirit, I looked at her in the spirit. That's how the spirit is, bro. The spirit gonna let you know certain stuff. I didn't have to talk to her. I didn't have to go ask her a bunch of questions. And I never spoke to her, but I was able to look at her and read her spirit. One time I was coming home. I was going home from work. I was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and it was this dog, and the dog was running away from home, I guess, and people was chasing the dog. And I kid you not, I'm riding in the passenger seat. The dog's running next to the car. He running next to the car, and you know how a dog will look at you in the corner of their eye, and they'll like, this dog looked at me in his eye as he's running from his owners, and they trying to catch him. He looking at me in the eye, and I read that dog's spirit. That dog was telling me that he was being abused, man. I seen in the dog's eyes that he was being abused. And in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be able to communicate with the animals, man. Okay, but on the low level through the spirit, we can already communicate with these animals. But that dog looked me in my eye as he running, and all happened so fast. But it was like time slowed down, and I was able to see in his spirit. The dog was trying to tell me he was being abused. All right, so the animals can't even wait for us to get into the in the power, because once we get in the power, the world is gonna be put back into its righteous order. All right, everything is gonna be perfect again. But right now, this shit is all out of whack, man. This shit is all out of whack. This shit ain't right. This place is through. All right, so let me bring this back. So, I just had to touch on those points. Let me bring this back. It says Leviticus chapter 18, verse 23. It says, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. So, a woman ain't supposed to, stand before a beast, or lay down in front of a beast, revealing herself for the animal to, and that shit goes on. You would think, people, no, nobody would do that. And them girls that I saw that there was some decent looking so-called white women. They was in shape, they had long hair, there was some decent looking white girls, but so you might meet a bit thinking that, okay, yeah, no, she's innocent. Whole time she's a damn a damn animal graper, man. All right, this is the world that we in. Let's play some more.
It was walking around, flashing his zoologist badge to everyone, making people think that he was this animal lover, and when deep down he was a freaking monster. He pled guilty to 37 counts of animal cruelty involving death or harm of the animal, 10 counts of graping or attempting to grape a dog, 4 counts of possessing and transmitting child abuse material, animal cruelty, breaching unity of care to his own pets, and using a carriage service in an offense manner. Scum of the earth, you deserve to be underneath.
Scum of the earth, all right? Now this is going to be a third time, all right? Because the Lord, he's repetitive. So he said these things over and over again to make a point, right? This is the third time you read about this. It says Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15. And this showed you that this was going on. Lucky. And this is the law, okay? It says, and if a man lie with beasts, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. So the animal's supposed to get put to death too. He ain't supposed to give him 10 years, man. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 years. You gonna get out? He gonna get out and do the same shit. It was a woman. It was a literal woman. I went into it the other day. I went into it maybe a year ago or something, but I had reposted it the other day. There was a woman, a young woman, and I believe the brothers, one of the brothers said that they knew the chick, that she went to their school, and she was literally lying with these animals and filming it. Got caught. She went to jail for, I guess, a little bit of time or whatever. He gave her a slap on the wrist. She got out and did the shit again. Okay, now she's in jail again. So these people are sick, man. It says, and if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. So you got to put the animal down too. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So they both got to go down, man. All right, because when you do that, you corrupt that animal's mind. It's like when a dog tastes blood, they gonna want to taste blood again. Okay, so them animals, they get their minds get corrupted, and they think that that's how it's supposed to be. So they got to get put down too. All right, just like if you assault a child, that child grows up all fucked up in the head. That's why you got a bunch of weirdos around here now. Okay, boy. Let's play it back.
He had this fantasy. You see this sick piece of crap right here? Well, he's a zoologist that really enjoyed graping his animals. Gather yourself and get prepared, because this one is really bad. This is Adam Britton, a very well-known crocodile expert at Darwin University. You ever heard of a serial animal abuser? Well, that's Adam. Someone who was literally being paid to take care of these animals, and research on them was literally calling them FUCK toys. Like, I kid you not, this trial, yes.
This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord Yahawah to Israel by Malachi. It says, I have loved you, saith Yahawah, yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau, which is a so-called white race, Jacob's brother, which is us, so-called Negro, Hispanics, Native Indians? Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, yet I have loved Jacob. Okay, it says, yet I love. Yet I love Jacob. So the Lord, he loves Jacob. All right, he ain't here for everybody. God don't love everybody. Okay, contrary to what you've been told, in the Christian church or by your, people of this world, God does not love everybody, and this is a prime example why. It says, and hated Esau. In fact, he hates too. God hates. All right, he hates, and he hates Esau. It says, and hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And that's what they did, and they still do. They still building. Okay, Rome fell. They fell out of power. They came back into power, and they started building. Okay, over here in America, it says, they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahawah hath indignation forever. So these people are the border of wickedness. When it comes to wickedness, they're the lead. They're leading the charge of it, man.
Yesterday was so bad that the judge let people step outside because they could not continue to hear the details. This literal trash can scumbucket of a human pled guilty yesterday to over 60 charges, including the torture, RAPE, and killing of at least 39 dogs. Y'all, he literally had a nightmarish torture room where he would take these poor animals and do these acts. So he worked with his wife and his business partner at Darwin University.
So these individuals, they actually get off on that kind of stuff. All right, that's how they get down. All right, this is what they do. All right, he hiding behind the woman now, Salakia. But this is the individual, man. A total sicko. All right, total sicko. You can't trust these individuals, man. All right, you might see them, in traffic. The Lord, well, let me grab that. All right, you can't trust these people, man. It's a damn shame, what goes on. The Lord said that the Lord has a righteous anger against them forever. Okay, forever. Let me see. It says and then I'm just going by the Spirit, so bear with me. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So you cannot trust these people. Okay, no matter how much they smile in your face and act like they're all cool and they act all harmless, these people are the devil the Bible speaks of. It says, though he humble himself and go crouchy, yet take good heed. Salakia. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So they still gonna be they the wicked. All right, they still the wicked. They all always gonna be the wicked, and this is why the Lord gonna have to get rid of them. All right, it is what it is, man. But see, once we come into this truth, we have come into the understanding why these things are. Like the movie Training Day. The Edomite guy, he was, Edomite character, or appeared to be Edomite. He was saying, why, he was blowed that the system was like that, and he said, and Denzel's character, Alonzo, he said, it just is, or something like that. He said, this is the way it is. So this is the way the Lord set things up. He created them to be the wicked, all right, and they gonna do exactly that. All right, they gonna be wicked. All right, and this is why you got to keep your eyes on these individuals, because they're not right. All right, they're sick in them in the head and in the mind, and the Lord is going to have to, pretty much set them straight. All right, none of this is going to be going on in our kingdom. In our kingdom, the world is going to, dwell in righteousness. Everybody's going to abide by our laws, but because in this world people don't abide by our laws. Guess what? Now it's time for a new rulership to be set up. Let me grab one more before I go, Baba Kashar. Yeah, because this world, they're abiding by their own laws. They're not abiding by the laws of the Most High. So because of that, the Lord got to come back and set things in order. It says, Psalm chapter 119. It says, verse 126, it says, it is time for thee, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, to work, for they have made void thy law. Okay, so the Lord is about to work. See, right now we talking, but the Lord is about to work. It's going to be no time for talking. It's going to be straight action. And when the Lord brings that action, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be fun. It's time for YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHWASHI to work, because they have made void thy law. So, hey, these people, they know, to a certain degree they ain't supposed to be doing these things. But guess what? They do them anyways. They do them anyways because they have made void the law of the Most High. So now the Lord is about to really start working and destroying and bringing judgment upon these people. And rightfully so. We all for it because this place is wicked, man. All right, so what that damn Sato said, hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your animals now, man, because these people ain't right. All right, they ain't right. And because of that, they're going to get left here to melt. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Bible Bar. Praise lessons be edifying to the whole full elect. Shalom.